Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. To get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and we are underway here in Los Angeles. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Still moving. A big play there on the first play of the game. 41 yards. So Gurley gashes the defense, and a lot of people say, do you take running backs early first round? Do you want them that high? Surely you're happy you took Todd Gurley that early.
Without a doubt, Dr. Seuss. I love the way that got done by you, but even better, it's fun to watch Todd Gurley run the football. He is electrifying.
I want you to know that I did not mean to do that, by the way. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, here's Goff. Dancing to his left. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. On first down, Goff. Flushed out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now on second down, this is Gurley. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now running right through it. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, Dobbs eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Antonio Brown. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. And down he goes under pressure from the Rams defense. Son-of-A-king able to drop him for a loss of 4. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he fires one that's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The L.A. Rams in the midst of their open week right now, coming off one of the most exhilarating football games in the NFL we've seen in a while. That 54-51 victory over Kansas City.
And think about everything that went into that victory, because it was a game that the whole league and anyone who likes football couldn't wait to see. It was supposed to be in Mexico City, which would have been played at altitude. So the Rams got out of L.A. and went to Colorado Springs to train the week before the game. Turned out the game got moved back to the Coliseum. And in the NFL, if you move a game away from your home base and you're going to play in London or Mexico City, if you're the designated home team, you have to hold your stadium for just in case. And that kicked in, and then we had a game for the ages with Kansas City. That was a blast.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Shell.
On first down, it's Gurley. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is gone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing on third. Gone. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. There's Goff. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. Goff throwing again. Flush to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Javon Hargrave. Able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Now Goff on third and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on fourth down. Now they lose it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Flex round! Flex round!
On play action, it's Dobbs. Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Dobbs. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. On first down, Downs to throw. Forced out to his left. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Come on, let's go! White, 90! White!
Connor. There he goes inside the 30. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here we go! Grand 38!
Now Dobbs. Flushed out right. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
3rd and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Let's go!
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Joshua Dobbs scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Touchdown, LA! Pharaoh Cooper, 105 yards. And the Rams are in for 6. Zerline now for the PAT. This time the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Pittsburgh football here. And the Steelers, that loss last week in Denver, that didn't hurt necessarily their playoff chances, but it did really hurt their chances for a first-round playoff bye.
Yeah, they're a game and a half up in the AFC North. They should be okay for their division. But when you talk about getting that open week at the end of a tough grueling season, everyone wants that. So you're exactly right about how that hurts. But this is why they lost to Denver. -4 in turnover differential in the game, and they still had a chance late. Ben Roethlisberger threw an interception in the end zone, sealed their fate. A game we all expected them to win. A game they probably should have won.
Let's go! What?
Dobbs now on second down, being chased out left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Steps away to his left. He's looking deep for Bell. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ohio!
Back to throw Dobbs. Out to his left. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Man open left side is Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go. 1-90.
On second down, Dobbs. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Dobbs is throwing. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Dobbs dancing to his left. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that one results in 35 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run. Accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They run with Connor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Now it's Connor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense. Big play for the defense.
Throwing here. Dobbs buying time to his left. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. To throw is Dobbs. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Here's Connor. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Ric Flair. 180.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
Now, that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Listen.
Out of the gun, gone. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Woods. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 20. Touchdown, LA. Tyler Higbee, 48 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra.